Our development tonight in the long-running investigation into Douglas County Judge Christina Peterson.
In a rare move, a hearing panel decided Peterson is guilty of, quote, systemic incompetence and should not remain in office.
Judge, you want to take a break?
Christina Peterson did not do herself any favors during 7 days of hearings beginning last September. The report criticized Peterson's attempt at this meeting to get her HOA board to settle a lawsuit she had filed, even though she knew the HOA was represented by an attorney. Peterson is accused of using her social media account to solicit cash donations for her birthday. Last August, Peterson posted this on her official Christina J. public Instagram page, a picture of herself wearing a birthday tiara and listing her Cash App account. Quote, if anyone feels like sharing their quarantine wealth. When JQC investigators contacted the judge this year, the complaint says Peterson explained she thought that post was to her private personal page. And I was wondering on that day why I was getting Cash App from people I didn't know.
Welcome to the Perfect Timing Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. Right back at him with another hot, fresh video. And yes, like I told you, city girl politics on full display. We back, you guys, with another hot story about the city girls and how the politics are ruining our country and how we got to get a hold of these city girls and get them out of positions of power in politics ASAParino. Today, by request, we're going to be talking about a judge. And you guys, a lot of you have already heard about this story, but you wanted Perfect to react to it and give you his take on it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to include it in my City Girl Politics playlist. You let me know in the comments, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's go to the video. My name is Perfect, the Perfect Time Podcast with the blast. Let's go.
The JQC hearing panel's report criticized her for not taking any responsibility for the 30 counts of judicial misconduct lodged against her.
I just don't have a memories of my dad. I don't know who he is.
The most troubling, wrote the panel, Peterson's decision to jail this woman for trying to amend her marriage certificate to include the real name of her recently discovered father.
Did you go to this hearing with any idea that you may be going to jail?
No.
PJ Skelton served 2 days of a 20-day jail sentence for contempt before her husband could pay a $500 fine. Such a hasty and shockingly disproportionate reaction is the hallmark of Peterson's intemperance, wrote the panel.
I think we take these things too lightly. You know, I'm a content creator. People may say I have motivations of why I do the content that I do, but I think we're taking these things too lightly. When we look at Fannie Willis, when we look at Tiffany, when we look at this judge, I think we're taking these things too lightly. We're talking about the district attorney, we're talking about the mayor, and we're talking, if you live in a place where these people are operating outside of the law, outside of the Constitution, you basically don't have rights. You're basically no longer living in America when you have a city girl in a position of power in politics. And I think we're taking it too lightly. She put someone in prison for 2 days for a simple clerical error. We have Fannie Willis attempting to dismantle a public election. If you don't want Trump, I get it, but we should be able to vote for or not for Trump and not have a city girl come along with city girl politics and take away my ability to choose my president. I think we're taking this too lightly.
Attempts to avoid responsibility for these clear violations bordered on the farcical, severely eroding her credibility with the hearing panel.
You cannot go in this building. And eventually she went in.
The sheriff's office said Peterson ignored their orders and held a wedding after hours, allowing people inside without deputies present. She once hit a panic button when a deputy was late escorting her to court, causing a temporary panic among security. And when county staff criticized her actions, it quickly triggers allegations of obstructionism or even racism. These communications and actions reveal a judge who publicly vilifies colleagues, is quick to threaten them with unnecessary legal action, and generally projects a spiteful and vainglorious persona.
I'm the first African-American female and Democrat. Yes. I was never celebrated or congratulated. On my day of swearing in, I was sworn in by Judge Emerson. I received my first JQC complaint.
Peterson's main defense was her inexperience as a judge. The report also cited multiple examples of failure to actually do her job. The hearing panel said Peterson was guilty of systemic incompetence. Judges are expected to act in a manner that promoted the integrity and impartiality of the judiciary. Respondent has shown that she cannot or will not do so. And so she must go.
They call it the slow wheels of justice or something like that. 4 years, people had to be incarcerated. She threatened the people at her HOA. The individual, when I say we're taking this too lightly, individuals at their home, in their home, who worked hard enough to purchase a home with an HOA, she's threatening individuals at her home with her position of power. I know a lot of you think this is a joke and it's just a good click through, but the city girls have to be stopped before you find yourself in front of a city girl judge, mayor, or prosecutor, and they are completely obliterating your rights. And you're wondering whether or not you're still in America or you living in some city girl comical, farcical fantasy. And you will come to find out if we don't do anything about it. My name is Perfect Time Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. City Girl Politics on full display. Make sure you watch the 2 videos we dropped today about the City Girl Mayor in Dalton and the City Girl Judge finally getting recompense after 4 years. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the City Girl Politics. Is it just fun? Is it just fodder for comics in the podcast world? Or is it something really going on with American politics? Thank you guys for tuning in.